Oil prices have been grabbing headlines since the start of the war in the Middle East. But one story that's been left behind is the war's impact on the fertilizers that are used to grow our fruits and vegetables. Just like oil, the commodity is getting choked off at the Strait of Hormuz. And according to some experts, that could cause a spike in food prices and potential shortages across the globe. And these fertilizer shipments face a looming deadline: spring planting. Now, hundreds of oil tankers and container ships are stranded at the strait, which has been effectively impassable since February 28th. Crews aren't making the journey in fear of being attacked. And that's likely going to keep food inflation rising, according to some reports, by about 2 percentage points in the U.S. Roughly a third of the global fertilizer trade moves through the passageway, and about half of global food production depends on the synthetic nitrogen fertilizer that is mainly produced in the Middle East. Now, less fertilizer means a smaller crop season, and a smaller crop means prices go up. This couldn't come at a worse time. Spring planting is the foundation of a successful growing year. One expert told me the commodity needs to be prioritized over oil once the strait reopens. South Asia and parts of Africa are much more dependent on imported fertilizers than the US. Yet most of America's fresh produce comes from countries in North America, Canada and Mexico, that also use a lot of fertilizers from the Gulf. And while we're not running out of food in the near future, food supply will be impacted if the conflict continues, though experts are declining to say by when. It is a little difficult to predict the outcome based on the volatility we've already seen. Global oil prices neared $120 this week before sinking after President Trump said the war would end, quote, very soon. But even if the conflict ends, the supply chain won't immediately rebound. And the truth is that American consumers will likely see prices rise no matter what. The question some are now asking is by how much?